An interlude between Psalms from Philippians 4:4. Philippians 4:4, rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. That means regardless of the day, whether it is murky or positive, whether it is difficult or easy, whether it brings problems and temptations, or clear sailing on cloud nine. There can be no actual evangelistic power in a Christian's life if he has no joy. God has given to the church, richly and in all things to enjoy, and to enjoy means to rejoice. That's your strength, that's your power. You can't be an effective and powerful Christian without joy. The joy from the Lord is the source of our power to serve. A child of God ought to have real joy, the joy of the Lord in his life. The world spends a great deal of money trying to produce joy, which they call happiness, and people do want to feel good and laugh, but through comedy and romance, they find little lasting happiness as they go through life. The child of God who goes through life with their focus on the world will never know the power of joy in his life. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say, rejoice. The world seeks a variety of ways to find joy. In some circles they call it the happy hour, where they spend a couple of hours drinking and hope it will help them overcome the problems of life, giving them a little happiness. For others, they may spend it in therapy groups calling it an attitude adjustment hour. A great many people are trying to compensate for the inadequacies in their own lives in that manner and miss the real power of joyful living by trusting in Christ and receiving a new nature that replaces the corrupted Adamic nature. Some people, even those that call themselves Christians, like to share choice gossip in a feeble attempt to gain a bit of power. Gossip is rarely about good news and does not spread joy. When we yield to seeking our own power, by our own power we are giving Satan a foothold, and one of his favorites is to convince the church that they have no joy, and it is at this point that the positionally sanctified tend to drop out, but in reality, the church is to be a place of great power and spiritual joy.